Hello, good morning, everyone. Today I will discuss about is the derivative of a function, derivative of higher order of successive derivative. And it's first BSc Mathematics, University of Mysore. The session is 29. So this topic is under the differential calculus 1. Recap: know the definition of the derivative, learning object, definition of successive derivative, session outcome, how to find the successive derivative. Pre-requirements, that is a definition of derivatives. So come to the point, that is a derivative of a function statement. The derivative of a function y is equal to f of x of a variable x is a measure of the rate at which the value y of the function changes with respect to the change of variable x. It is called the derivative of f with respect to x, where x and y are real numbers. It is denoted by y dash that are equal to the terms of y1 is equal to dy by dx, or f dash of x is equal to d by dx of f of x. The derivative of higher order successive, let y is equal to f of x be a real valued function. The successive derivative of y are denoted by, it's a y1 is a first order derivative, y2 is a second order derivative, and generally that is a nth order derivative y suffix n. Then that is y dash, the first order derivative, is equal to y1 is equal to d by dx of y is equal to capital D into y, where capital D is equal to d by dx. And similarly, in terms of the second order derivative, y double dash is equal to y2 is equal to d square by dx square of y is equal to d square capital D square y. So in generally, that is nth order derivative, that is y suffix n is equal to y to the power of n is equal to d to the power of n divided by dx to the power of n of y is equal to capital D to the power of n of y. For example, we can find the successive derivative, that is a third order derivative of y is equal to log of cos x. Students, we know that derivative of log x is this 1 divided by x. In terms of again we have to differentiating x, that is d by dx by dx, that's equal to 1. We are using the similar concept. So we have to, what is the given term here? Y is equal to log of cos x. So we are to differentiating the given equation with respect to x. We can call this a first order derivative. We get that is dy by dx is equal to derivative of log of cos x is, that is 1 by cos x. Again cos x derivative is minus tan x, that is minus tan x by cos x, that's equal to minus tan x. Again differentiating this equation with respect to x, you can call this a second order derivative. It is d square by dx square of y is equal to minus tan x derivative is secant square x. So again we are differentiating the above equation with respect to x. We can call that is a third order derivative. It is d cube by dx cube of y is equal to minus secant square x derivative is 2 into secant x. Then derivative of secant is secant x into tan x, that is minus 2 secant square x into tan x. So therefore the third order derivative of y is equal to log of cos x is minus 2 secant square x into tan x. Similarly, to move to the next problem, that is find the third order derivative of y is equal to e power minus x into cos x. So this is in terms of UV rule, we have to apply the terms of, that is R product rule. So the given differential equation is y is equal to e power minus x into cos x. The derivative of the equation with respect to x is called as a first order derivative. We get dy by dx is equal to, you can keep the e power minus x as it is, and we have to derivative the cos x is minus sin x, that is minus e power minus x into sin x plus the derivative of e power minus x is minus e power minus x. You can keep cos as it is, that is cos x. So minus e power minus cos x. You can take the common factor is minus e power minus x, that is sin x plus cos x. Differentiating the above equation with respect to x, we can call that is a second order derivative. We get here also in terms of a product rule we can apply. The terms is d square by dx square of y is equal to minus e power minus x into derivative of sine, that is cos, the derivative of cos is, that is minus sin x, plus the terms is there is e power minus x. Here already minus is there, minus into minus plus e power minus x sin x plus cos x. We have to take the simple manipulation. Here minus e power minus x cos x, here plus e power minus x cos x get cancelled. So here minus into minus, that is plus e power minus x sin x. Here also plus e power minus x sin x, that is 2 times e power minus x sin x. Again we have to differentiating the above equation with respect to x, we can call it is a third order derivative. We get d cube y divided by dx cube, that is equal to, here also we have to use the product rule. So 2 is a constant term and the remaining term is the derivative of sin x is cos x. We can keep e power minus x as it is, plus 2 into derivative of e power minus x is minus e power minus x. You can keep sin x as it is, so therefore plus into minus, minus 2 into e power minus x sin x. So the terms is, we have to take the common factor is 2 into e power minus x, that is cos x minus sin x. So therefore the third order derivative of y is equal to e power minus x into cos x is 2 into e power minus x of cos x minus sin x. So on to the next problem. So the standard type of the problem, if y is equal to x to the power of n minus 1 into log x, then show that x into y suffix 2, that is a second order derivative, minus n minus 2 into first order derivative, that is y1, minus n minus 1 into x to the power of n minus 2 is equal to 0. What is given term is x to the power of n minus 1 into log x. Here also we have to use the product rule. When you have to differentiating the given equation with respect to x, that is the first order derivative, that is equal to x to the power of n minus 1 into derivative of log x is, that is 1 by x, plus the derivative of x to the power of n minus 1 is n minus 1 into x to the power of n minus 2 into log x. Or it can be rewritten as the terms of y1 is equal to, here the terms of it can be rewritten as, that is x to the power of minus 1, that is 1 by x can be written as x to the power of minus 1. If the base is same, we can add that power, that is n minus 1, the terms of minus 1, that becomes x to the power of n minus 2 plus n minus 1 into x to the power of n minus 2 into log x. To take the terms of x to the power of n minus 2 on LHS side, that is y1 minus x to the power of n minus 2 is equal to n minus 1 into x to the power of n minus 2 into log x. Differentiating both sides with respect to x in the above equation, we get y2, the terms of derivative of y1 is y2. Again the derivative of x to the power of n minus 2 is, that is n minus 2 into x to the power of n minus 3, that is equal to, here also we have to apply the product rule. N minus 1 is a constant term, and therefore n minus 1 into x to the power of n minus 2 into 1 divided by x derivative of log, plus n minus 1 into derivative of x to the power of n minus 2 is n minus 2 into x to the power of n minus 3 into log x. Or it can be rewritten as, we have to multiplying throughout by this equation as x, that is x into y suffix 2 minus n minus 2 into x to the power of n minus 2, that is equal to n minus 1 into x to the power of n minus 2 plus n minus 1 into n minus 2 into x to the power of n minus 2 into log x. So by using that equation 1, the terms of n minus 1 into x to the power of n minus 2 into log x, that can be written as, that is y1 minus x to the power of n minus 2. So here we have to replace that these value by the terms of y1 minus x to the power of n minus 2 by using equation 1. And also to take that common factor, the terms of, we have to take this RHS side all in terms of let's just say that becomes minus, and also we can take the terms of n into y1 in terms of n minus 2 into y1, and separately, and the remaining term is a common factor of x to the power of n minus 2, so that is a coefficient of x to the power of n minus 2, so that can be written as the first term is that is n minus 2, and the second term is that is the terms of n minus 1 here, the terms of n minus 1, that minus of the terms of n minus n plus 2, so therefore it can be rewritten as the terms of that is n minus 1. So finally that is the terms of x into y suffix 2 minus n minus 2 into y suffix 1 minus n minus 1 into x to the power of n minus 2, that's equal to 0. We can move on to the next the terms of multiple choice question. The first one, if y is equal to x cube into log x, then find the second order derivative of y. So the first option is 5x plus 6x into log x. The second option, b is 5 plus 6x into log x. C is 5x plus 6 log x. And the fourth option is none of the above. That is, answer is A. Let's move on to the next one. Next one, if y is equal to a into cos x plus b into sin x, then the terms of the second order derivative here also, the first option is x square into y suffix 2 minus x into y suffix 1 plus y is equal to 0. B, option B is x square into y suffix 2 plus x into y suffix 1 minus y is equal to 0. Option C, x square into y suffix 2 plus x into y suffix 1 plus y is equal to 0. Option D is none of the above. Answer is C. So next one, that multiple choice. If y is equal to a into e power mx plus b into e power nx, then the first option is y2 minus m minus 1 into y1 plus m into n into y is equal to 0. Option B, y suffix 2 minus m plus n into y suffix y1 plus m into n into y is equal to 0. Option C, y2 plus m plus n into y suffix 1 plus m into n into y is equal to 0. Answer D is none of the above. So therefore answer B is the answer here. The next one, if y is equal to e power ax into sin bx, then option A, it's y suffix 2 plus 2a y1 plus a square plus b square into y is equal to 0. Option B, y2 minus 2a y1 plus a square plus b square into y is equal to 0. Option C, y2 plus 2a y1 minus a square plus b square into y is equal to 0. Option D, y2 minus 2a y1 minus a square plus b square is equal to 0. Answer is B. The next one, if x is equal to sin t and y is equal to cos pt, then that option A, 1 minus x square into y suffix 2 minus x into y suffix 1 minus p square into y is equal to 0. Option B, 1 plus x square into y suffix 2 plus x into y suffix 1 plus p square into y is equal to 0. Option C, 1 plus x square into y suffix 2 minus x into y suffix 1 plus p square into y is equal to 0. Option D, 1 minus x square into y2 minus x into y1 plus p square into y is equal to 0. So the answer is D. So these are the reference books. The first one is G. K. Rangnath, a textbook of BSc Mathematics. Next one, K.S. Chandrasekhar, Engineering Mathematics. So these are the reference books what we have to refer here. Thank you.